Ding dong. He's my dinghy, my life raft, my confidant, my first mate. This humble inflatable is essential to my travels. When we're on the move, he hangs out on a 50-foot line as my life raft. And when Bear's anchored and I want to go ashore, he becomes a ferry for me and my bicycle. BC. It's amazing that something so precious can be found so easily. I just typed inflatable Zodiac raft in a search bar. Then days later, this little boat that could and would is part of my reality. What a beautifully queer world. As you can see, there's a little bit of growth here. So we got black mold and white. Yeah, no discrimination here. And it's a little bit over there too, so we're gonna have to scrub that up a bit. Other than that, it's pretty sweet. It's holding there. Awesome. This is always the tough part. Oh. Just a few screws in each oar lock to lock the oars in. Now Ding Dong's ready for paddling. Not always graceful, but we get the job done. Let's go check out the electrical room and see how this thing's wired up. Let's go. This is what you might call a quarter berth. Or side of the boat. And down, we got most of the electrical. Goes all the way. One wire going right at the back for the stern lights. And right below where I rest my head is where all the juice comes from. A 12-volt car battery. And here, some goodies. Depth sounder and Speedo. Very cool. Fun story. Buckle up. My depth sounder crapped out. It was kind of a little iffy last year. And then I think just it being totally exposed to the sun really did it in. I turned it on and it wasn't lighting up. So I scoped out a few shops that were near the marina. Big Ship, a marine supply store, had a lead. Told me about a place that sold used nautical equipment a short bike ride away. Said they might have what I'm looking for. Went there and they had Navman Multi like 100. Which is the older version of my last one. Super basic. Let's turn it on. It's a good sound. Oh, shit. The exact same model. Every other model I was looking at that was full price from one of these new stores was like 200 euros or something. Guess how much I got this for? Yeah, 20 euros. Crazy. 20 euros. I don't know. It was a little tricky. But you just gotta basically put the old wires where, or you gotta put the new wires where the old wires were. Don't cut too deep into the cables. And yeah, make sure the power's turned off when you're touching that stuff. But yeah, check it out. It's flashed up. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it says we're at 2.3 meters. Oh, and then I just turned off. Yeah. Damn. A little unsettling. It's okay. I have faith. But let's go. Back inside. Here's the power panel. Nav lights. So we got port and starboard, green and red lights at the bow. I have a compass over here, and it has a really cute tiny light. I don't sail at night, so I don't really need it, but it's just nice to have, especially for ambiance. Dome lights are the ones, the interior lights. 12-volt power. I don't need to show you that the lights turn on. Boop! This is the 12-volt power. Hooks up to my cooler, the fridge, and it's for this puppy. The cooler eats up a lot of power, unfortunately, so I don't plug it in very often. I'll get ice, or occasionally I'll give it a blast of cold and then insulate the remaining space with a small pillow. What I like about this is that it makes me more conscious of the amount of power I'm using and of the food that I have on hand. Otherwise, if I'm at a place with a power source, I can just stretch a power cord in through the window above the V-berth and plug the cooler directly into that. Look at this, the future USB. This is on 12 volt power as well. I don't have a mast light, otherwise that will be part of the navigation lights. And I almost had one wired in for like 400 euros. $627 Canadian. So instead, I went to a camping store and I got a water resistant camping light. Then I converted this plastic water vessel into a rain shield, coated a wooden cylinder with Sikaflex, then screwed the necessary hardware into that, including an eyelet for the light to hook onto. Now if I'm anchored in an area that needs it, I can haul up the mast with the mains halyard, then generously yet gently cleat the jib furling line tight that's attached to here so that in the morning I pull it back down. Oh, and it's USB rechargeable. Fancy that. This RAV Power fold out, fold in solar panel charging device is awesome. When this thing's working, don't get in its way. It's got 2 USB ports and a pocket on the back. It charges so well. Tucks away easy, very durable. It's got grommets with carabiners if there's no hatches to hang it on. Enough said. What now? How about I show you the throne? All you need is fresh water and one of these. Elson Organic. I'm all about the organic stuff. It's great because it actually doesn't smell that bad. You can smell it a little bit because that's where I put my head. And that's the head of the boat. Hilarious. 60 mils of this stuff for every 10 liters of waste tank capacity. It's 20 in there, so I don't know, it's like 100 and something. And then you put a little splash in the top one too. Yeah, it's pretty great. How do you get that thing down from there? And I got it tied in the back because when I'm out at sea, it's a lot of weight. Not only is there like 3 liters of fresh water in here right now, because that's how much fresh water you put in the waste tank before you start using it. But there's also 16 liters of capacity up here, and I just put in 10 because water moves things, and boats at sea tend to move in a to and fro fashion. So I got it tied in the back so that it doesn't slosh around and make a huge mess, which it totally has before. So now it's untied in the back. I want to use this thing. A lot of weight, push. This, sorry. Got a little one of those turny wooden things. Like that, slide it over. Sled down here. Just try and keep it level. Stuff sloshing around. And brace yourself. Let's get on the throne. Alright. Oh, baby. Lou with a view. Usually the view's a lot nicer. Dirty sailors. Yeah, that's the 1-2 on doing a number 2. So here we go. Oh, right. The fun job of emptying the gray tank. It's pretty rare, but some marinas have weigh stations for units like this. Or you can empty at sea. Be advised, allowable dumping distances from shore vary country to country. Let's take you on a tour of this puppy here. I centered and screwed that stick to those boards because there's a couple of handles on the back of the throne. So before I leave anywhere, I put a small rope through a handle and tie it to the stick. The job of these thicker blocks is to take the weight of the throne. So on the vertical ones, I curve the bottom cuts to match the shape of the hull. The back horizontal piece is fixed there, but the one in front comes out when I want to use it. Now, my favorite feature. It's a urinal. I made it because peeing into a bottle at the marina was getting old, and when I'm at anchor around other boats, it's kind of nice to have a little privacy. All I did was drill a hole from the front through the bowl and Sikaflexed in a small conduit. So what goes in the hole? I put this thing into it. It's my, I don't know what you would call this. It looks like an elephant though. I got it from a dollar store. It's a really tiny watering jug that I custom cut and shaped for myself. And some clear water line. Check it out. Let's show you how it's done. I'm actually going to use it right now. Because yeah, when you're hanging out, you can just stand up here. Just looks like you're standing. I'm actually taking a peek. It's great. Can you show us a water slide version of that? Whee! And yeah, yank it out. Try not to drop too much drops. And I got I don't know, what would you use this for? Ketchup or mustard? It's purple. It's got some of that Ellison fluid in it and some fresh water. And instead of like pulling all the way out just to pump and flush. Oh, that's nice. Woo! Boat life. Take it easy. Just. Oh, usually it's like. Because I forget to empty it and it builds up. Whoop. Ta-da! Alright, everyone. I think he's getting serious. Counter space. Very important. People who know. Where's that fandangled stick? Here is multi-purpose. See how snug that puppy is? Can be even snugger. We got a couple of holes drilled for the dowels. Like a so. Oh, that's so nice. And up we go. Got another hole drilled over there, and oh, don't want those tomatoes rolling away. Can't beat it. So nice. Oh, this is one of the last things I designed when I was putting this area together, and I am so happy I did. It's just the simple things. Enough said. Where are we going next? Let's go into the bedroom. I paid about €100 for this mattress. I bought it from an upholstery shop just before leaving Spain. The owner was my hero of the day. He drove it out to the marina and custom cut it on site. It's made of 4 inches of foam, 2-inch gushy memory foam laminated on top. My Atlanta. Compared to the sleeps that I was having in the beginning of this journey with this boat, which were on these, you get the idea. Can we see it all tidied up? Ooh, nice. Okay, where to next? The study / kitchen. Navigation room. Bring my charts out here. I have once or twice. Can you show us the readily accessibles that go under the nav table? Totes. I got all kitchen stuff, clothes. Underneath there we have box of documents that go along with the boat. A couple of dollar store Tupperwares that I screwed in here on the other side. One screw over there, another one there to hold them together. And to the left, pots and pans, spice rack, squeaker, and under here is more storage. Oh! Ooh. So what are we cooking with out there? Just your run-of-the-mill Midland 2-burner camping stove. Ooh. We got the gas line snaking all the way to the stern of the boat. There's the gas line coming out of the back end of the interior of the boat, leading all the way to the regulator here. It's attached to this tank of gas. Got another one right beside it, waiting. And I got 2 20-liter gas cans here. Ding Dong's bridle. That's nice. 12-liter on-the-go gas tank. Yeah, but what's the story with the nav table? These supports. Does it slide out all the way? Oh, it does. And that end's not falling down because I got dowels there. Here's the supports for this table. Got some dowels drilled just enough into this, ribbed for Gable's pleasure. Here's some more nice supports. This one not going straight down because that would take up this spot, and I need this spot for getting all my toys out. And even though I got dowels connecting the big board and the stove board, I have this angled support because those little connectors can only take so much banging around. I don't ever really need to dismantle this or this whole unit because it doesn't get in the way of anything when I'm at anchor, because I'm using it, or at the marina. It's the same kind of deal. And when I'm sailing, it doesn't really rock around too much. It does rock around a bit. Now I'll just spread this a bit because it just slides. Oh, going down on the underside of the stove board is a small little dowel that goes into the square dowel, so that that board doesn't go all the way to the back. Good idea, but annoying right now. There we go. And schnauzers. Take that out. More dowels. This goes there. And this comes out. Don't want to slam it onto those little dowels because they break really easy. That's about it. Yeah. Cool. How's that back edge supported? This ledge sits on one of these, which are just tiny little L braces. There's actually 2 of them, and I used little screws or little bolts with nuts, and made a U because it's screwed up to the top. That's where it's supported. And that concludes the gallery session of the galley. Alright, let's get serious. What kind of safety equipment you got in there? This yellow hose is the bilge pump. Like to keep this end nice and handy so that when I'm sailing, it's where I can find it really fast if things get crazy. It attaches to that black apparatus over there, and there's also another line shoop, boop, that attaches to the same apparatus, and it feeds water outside of the boat. See? Bilge pump. Let's see this thing in action. Oh no, we're taking it on water. Slowly though, you don't want to break it. That's nice. Yeah, everybody keep a level head. Oh, that was fast. A healthy bilge. Hey Ding Dong, what do you think? Pretty sweet, eh? Bonjour. And that's it. We got the bilge pump all checked out. Service is running ASAP. 1, 2, 3 ABC. Thank goodness for that bilge. Wow. That was a close one. One more bucket and I think we would have gone down. That would have been it. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now.